When we are a new mother, stress, toxins, and busyness that we have in daily life takes a toll on a recovering body. Hi, I'm Tara Udall with Postpartum Nurturing, and thanks for joining me today. So, when someone has had a surgery, we make them rest, we do things for them, help them out, and yet with a new mother, most times she might receive a bit of help here and there. Usually the partner does a lot of it, if she's lucky, but for the most part, people sort of tend to stay away, to let them be, or because they don't know what to do to help. And it takes time for a body that has just grown a little human for 9 months, using up so much energy and nutrients in the body and so many changes. And then this body opens up in every way to bring this little being into the world. And so, of course, it's going to take time for this beautiful body to come back to full recovery. So when a mother doesn't have the help, if she's stressed, gets back to just doing daily life, but with a baby in arms, things like shopping, going to cafes, mums groups, doing all the housework, having loads of visitors. This is what can and often does happen. Bleeding lasts longer, exhaustion kicks in sooner, and more significantly, autoimmune issues, including thyroid imbalances, can show up. Digestive health suffers, like gas and reflux and gallbladder issues, which is what I'd had. Depression and anxiety can set in, and in fact is becoming more and more common. Hormones will not be supported to come back into balance, not with all the stress. And this is not normal. It's not how motherhood is meant to be. It's becoming increasingly common, but it's not normal. The initial 4, 6, 8 weeks after having a baby is meant to be a nurturing, bonding, supported experience. And this is why many traditional cultures care for their mums, the first 40 days or the first 6 weeks. Having meals organised with family and friends for at least the first 2 weeks is something that you can do. Knowing what foods to eat, which ones to avoid for a short time, it's important to know these things. You can have a cleaner who uses non-toxic cleaning products, or if they're happy to use your non-toxic products, that they can be organised and booked ahead of time, so that they can come in weekly for the first few weeks, just to do the basics. And if you have other children, now's the time before you've had your baby to organise someone to be there for them, to pick them up, to take them to school, to pick them up from school or daycare or whatever it is. So of course, there's going to be crazy times. Babies can be unsettled. That can be from your diet, by the way, not the only thing. There'll be feeding clusters. There'll be sleepless nights. There'll be moments when you are feeling so hungry and you don't have something handy and nourishing prepared. It's going to happen whether you've got one baby or a few. And it's not about having it perfect. It is about being as prepared as possible. And if you have the opportunity to hire a postpartum doula, absolutely do that. Hire as much help as you can and have that system in place with friends and family. Being prepared for your postpartum is more important, in my opinion, than the nursery and all the things. Babies' needs are pretty simple, really, in the beginning, and it's far more necessary to get yourself looked after and your needs met for those few weeks when you're needing to rest and recover. So make sure you're having warming, nutrient-dense foods. Yes, even in summer, I know it can be a bit hard. It doesn't have to be piping hot, but just not straight from the fridge, or not raw foods or salads and smoothies. You want to keep them room temperature or warm and keep them easy to digest. Another thing that's very important, external heat therapy, extremely beneficial. And it's actually an ancient therapy that has been used for healing of a mother in almost all traditional cultures. And this is because heat creates healing of wounds, encourages healing of wounds. It enhances blood flow and muscle toning. So my message to you, Mama, is look after yourself as much as you can. You don't need to wear the super mum cape. And you're not incapable just because you're getting help. You're meant to get support. Because as the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. So I'm wishing you all the best. I trust that those couple of tips were helpful. And of course, as always, reach out if you've got any questions. If you need some support, I'm here for you. Blessings. Bye.